Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Toska, and this is the 21st episode of the Wheneverly Update. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I figured I should go ahead and do one of these. I'll put a link to my blog as well, just in case you guys want to read that, because that's normally more updated, since the Wheneverly Updates are really more of a general what I've been up to sort of thing. But yeah, not too much has been going on, or rather I've done a bunch of stuff up till this point. For starters, I've been continually breezing through the Dragon Ball manga. I'm on like volume 12 of Dragon Ball Z. I don't remember what volume that is overall, but I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. I got 14 and 15 in the mail today, and hopefully I'll get the other two, 12 and 13, tomorrow. I think that'll be something nice to look forward to. I'll probably keep reading. For those of you who care to know, I think we're at the part where like Goku and Frieza are fighting, and Goku Super Saiyan and Frieza, he's about to get like sliced in half, or I think he just got sliced in half. But you know, my main concern is after Dragon Ball Z, besides Negima, which we're gonna get to in a minute, what else am I going to read? I've got Rurouni Kenshin, so I might start reading that, and of course, I've got some other reading material I could do, but you know. Speaking of which, I've also been reading Negima Volume 29. This is the first manga volume of Negima that Kodansha has published since they took over from Del Rey, but you can kind of tell that Del Rey did like pretty much the entire work, and they kind of were just like, oh, well, we can't do this anymore for whatever reason, so here, take this last volume we did. It's kind of like one of those things where like, we're going to take over, so here's the last volume they translated, you know, in honor. But yeah, you know how it is. As far as the story, it was actually kind of interesting. They used this time to kind of get more fulfill more Pactios with Negi for some of the other girls, or at least the girls that actually matter. Like Chachomaru did a Pactio and kind of revealed her true feelings. But then there was some stuff with Evangeline and Kunil Sanders and that one guy who's like Setsuna's like trainer or something, or her dad or something. Someone's dad. It's either Konaka's or Setsuna's. But one thing I found interesting about this volume was that like the kind of current, he's sort of like that new villain who kind of pops in out of nowhere. Because personally, you know, Fate might be close to his end, and we don't even know what his dealio is. He kind of has like some sort of weird hidden agenda, but this one guy, he's like, "Ugh, why did you come here? Did you come here because you're trying to..." He literally said, like, are you here because A did it? And of course the last thing he said was, or are you here because you want to know who destroyed your village and you want to get revenge, which sort of pissed off Negi and made him go like super. He started beating up that one guy. And, of course, the girls who were with them, like the camera girl, I can't remember her name, and, like, I think some other people, it was like, no, Negi's not like that. Negi, calm down. And he was like, thanks. He was like, thanks. Or, I don't even think he said anything. And that's leading me to believe that what that guy said was true. Negi actually does care about who destroyed his village and whatnot. But, you know, it kind of set off a red flag, honestly. But, you know, makes me wonder how he's gonna do the next one. I don't mean to spoil anything, but, you know. Speaking of books, I've also been reading Homeland, the Legend of Drizzt book. Yeah, an actual book. So I've been reading this one off and on. I'm on like chapter 4. I literally read like... tried to pick it up and was like, yeah, I don't feel like it. So, you know. But, you know, I've been doing some other stuff. I watched 2 anime. The first one was Saki, which was a mahjong anime. I got a really big Angelic Lair vibe from it just because, you know, it's in general setting, has a little competition. You know, the main character, Saki, gets to see a family member if she, like, makes it to the nationals. And the girls tend to wear their school uniforms like 24/7, which remind me of Angelic Lair, from what I saw, because I haven't seen the entire thing of Angelic Lair. One thing that I found apparent was the romance between Nodoka and Saki. It was really obvious. They're trying to sort of play it off. I feel like they're trying to like sort of make it seem like they're just really good friends, but then they even do the whole, "Oh, I tripped here, I'll catch you" thing. You know, I'm thinking, really, you know, even like that one girl with the green hair and the glasses kind of picks up on things. He's like, "Oh, okay, they're into each other. That's awesome." You know, which, you know, I was trying to get into the story in this thing, and since they're throwing lesbianism at me, you know, I guess that's typical for a Japanese male manga creator, because I'm pretty sure this was a manga beforehand. And there's actually going to be a second season of this anime, because this anime, it ended sort of like some weird cliffhanger. Like, they ended like right at the part where like Angelic Lair kept going on. And they even showed scenes of what would happen in the next season, which shows, you know, the typical, okay, Saki and Nodoka are gonna, like, their friendship's gonna be damaged or even potentially broken or something. But yeah, good show. It's on Crunchyroll. I also watched another Crunchyroll anime, Sengoku Otome, which is basically the Samurai Warriors version of Koihime Muzo. You know, that had some interesting stuff. You know, it was pretty fun. It was short, but, you know. And I feel like in the end they didn't really resolve really anything. I felt like this anime was going to be more about, like, the main character's name is Hideyoshi. You know, real clever. And she's, like, kind of, you know, lazy. And she cares, like, more about, like, these material things. So I figured this would be, like, one big character study of her. And she would become, like, really more mature by the end of the thing. But in the end, that doesn't even happen. I think it was just... They probably had more, like, I don't even know. It just kind of ended. And everything went back to normal. Nothing was really resolved. They sort of, like, threw in the possibility of a second season, which would be pretty cool. I don't know when they're going to do that, or if they're going to do that, but that would be cool. Yeah, I'd recommend this if you liked Koihime Muzo, but didn't like the weird jokes that went on. And this one's also more action-y. And Nobunaga Oda has red hair and a big sword, so that makes her cool. You know how it is. I've been playing I tried a few MMOs. To start off with, I actually tried to play Dragon Ball Online. I actually bought an account for $15, and I got as far as the launcher, and it fully patched, and I tried to play, but it didn't work. I don't know, it just didn't work. And that kind of sucks. I'm hoping it comes out pretty soon. I think it's going to come out in Europe at some point, which I might play that. If it's going to Europe, it's probably going to go to America at some point, which will be nice because I'll probably be able to play that one. I also played Prius Online, which had an interesting story to the point to where I almost regret deleting it and uninstalling it, but, you know, it played like a regular MMO, and I feel like, you know, for a game that looked so good, like, it looked pretty impressive, and they even had like CGI cutscenes. I'm thinking, oh, this might be a console-like MMO, but nope. They use the battle system of a standard MMO. I actually addressed that on the official EverQuest message boards. If you guys want to take a look, I'll put a link there and whatnot. I also tried R2 Reign of Revolution, which was okay. The battle system was okay, but it played sort of like a really bad Dungeons and Dragons Online, to the point to where, like, you know, they had auto attack, but, you know, if you just hit the button, you just click the button, it actually kind of plays more like you're sort of doing like some broken auto attack kind of thing. Not like Dungeon and Fighter Online, where, you know, you could play it kind of like a console game, but, you know, that's just my opinion. I also tried a new visual novel that is actually being officially released in America, Kara no Shoujo. I haven't played much of it. I'll probably get back to you guys on that one and give my full thoughts on it, because I've actually been wanting to play this one for a little while. Yeah. I've also been playing Radiant Mythology 3. You know, good stuff. I'm trying to finish it at this point. It's kind of taken a little while, but I think I can probably pull something off. I don't really, I've been trying to get some of the characters because apparently you don't get all the characters when you go through the story. You have to like earn them through like doing character missions, which it's a bit of a pain. But I'm trying to get them all before I finish the game, because I feel like I'm getting to like that either the climax or near the end of the game. Probably the climax, but all that fun stuff. I've also been playing Fable 3. I'm trying to get my gamer score up a little. I got it up a little bit, but I'm trying to get it past. Like, I'm trying to get to like, I don't know, 3,000 or something. I don't know. It's at like 1,300 right now. And it was actually kind of funny. I made like a mistake, and I was taking this guy to Brightwall or Brightwood or whatever it's called, and I accidentally started, and I wanted to sort of interact with them, saying like, "Hey, are you okay?" or something like that. And I ended up dancing with them, which was kind of gay, but whatever. For my favorite Fables and whatnot, so far I think Fable 3 is my favorite. Yes, I am going to go back and play Fable 1. I know, I'm pretty sure I admitted that in the video that I didn't give it a fair chance. I probably said I probably should have given it another chance, but I don't, I'm going to give it another try at some point when I have some free time. It's on my GameCube and whatnot. Other than that, not much. I've got some voice acting I'll probably do at some point, and I'm also using my mic stand. I don't know if you guys noticed. I hope the quality's better, or probably will be. I don't know if I probably won't use the mic stand for these kind of videos, probably just for the commentaries and eventually the Let's Plays once I start using a controller as opposed to the keyboard. But, that's really all I have to say on, this whole, like, basically, an update. Like I said, read my, that's probably the best place to get updates on what I've been up to, if you really even care. If you like this Wheneverly update stuff, you'll probably like my blog better, because I actually keep it more it's more up to date based on like a weekly sort of thing, or even a monthly. While this one, like I've been going with, is like a Wheneverly update. And also I'll post a link to the EverQuest thread that I did. But that's pretty much all I have to say here. So this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. I will see you later. Oh, one more thing. I'll probably do a Yu Yu Hakusho Forever video on my second channel. I'll put a link to my second channel just in case you guys want to watch it, but it's up to you. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.